We begin with NBC's Steve Patterson in Altadena near the Pasadena portion of the fire. Steve, talk to us about the situation there.
Andrew, the situation is dire. The winds, as we're now just coming on air, have started to pick up after a little bit of a lull. Meanwhile, firefighters, as you mentioned, are doing all they can, but there is a fully engulfed home in this neighborhood on just about every street we've seen, no matter where you go. These firefighters arriving on scene just moments ago, they are trying to protect the homes that are close by. This home we've watched literally just melt to the ground. Moments ago, there was a standing structure. As you see, it is now just molten fire. Behind there, you can see firefighters just putting foam on this home. There is an off-duty firefighter who lives here. This is his parents' home. We've watched him over the last half hour or so try to put as much protection as he can on this home to try to save it in case an engine does stop by. We've just, in the last few minutes, watched that happen. Firefighters now with foam, with water, trying to put as much barrier between what you see here and what you see here just to save what's left here. Meanwhile, though, I mean, there are homes, dozens of homes that we've seen just driving through this neighborhood that have been reduced to rubble and ash, and if not severely damaged or fully engulfed on fire. We can take you just across the street here. You can see the fire engine now arriving. Neighbors everywhere looking at, watch this fire hose. And then here, just ruins. I mean, we watched these homes burn as well. As you see neighbors helping out to my right, pulling hose, trying to put protection on the home over there. We've seen fire in this attic as well. You can see the smoke billowing out of the top of this home. That home will erupt in flames in a matter of minutes if it's left unchecked. Thankfully, firefighters have arrived, but you can see the result when they're not able to get to an area quickly enough. And there is just so much fire in this area that it's unbelievable, unthinkable, the amount of work they have to do with the limited resources they have. But they're doing the best they can. This is just one example. You could find a scene like this in a block and a half to my left or to my right. But obviously, neighbors doing the best that they can. We've spoken to some of these folks. I spoke to the woman across the street who lost her home. She told me about the gentleman that is standing in the yard here, the off-duty firefighter. Firefighters now on scene. You see the hose has been deployed. They're trying to put these ruins out to try to save the rest of the properties in this area. But firefighters right now solely focused on saving lives, making sure people have evacuated, and putting as much protection down as they can so the fire doesn't spread. The problem is that if you get a good gust of winds, and we've seen winds 60, 70, 80, pockets of 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts, hurricane-force winds, all it takes is a couple of embers for this to spread to somewhere new, to a rooftop that hasn't been fully engulfed yet. And we've seen it happen. So it's unthinkable how much and how far this devastation has wrought. I've seen fires like this over my time of covering fires, but never in a metropolitan central area in neighborhoods that are as densely populated as this. And it's just so dangerous for the men and women that are working, but also people that have stuck around and are trying to save their homes. Andrea?
Yeah, Steve, I've seen you in so many fire scenes up and down the coast. I've never seen anything quite like this, obviously neither of you. And I'm thinking about the air quality, the danger. I'm glad you're goggled and masked, but what about the residents? There's a buildup to this. People need oxygen. What about the elderly, people with asthma?
The air quality index, as I last saw it, was over 100. That's akin to smoking like 10 packs a day. You can feel it when you're here. Thankfully, we can sort of see the sun now peeking out. The smoke was so dense at one point that it still felt like it was nighttime, and the embers raining down like snow. It's just unfathomable to be in a scene like that, to be in a scenario like that, and to think the billowing smoke is spreading for miles, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. When you cover a fire of this size, it carries over to multiple states. The air quality is unbelievably bad, unbelievably poor right now. As you see more engines pulling in, neighbors on phones, checking with their families, checking with their loved ones to find out, is my house okay? Am I okay? And it's just, a scenario that we've seen repeat in these neighborhoods spread out across dozens of miles. Andrea.
Now, yet yesterday, Steve, they could not, because of the flight rules and because of the smoke, they couldn't get up in the air to use the repellent. Has that altered? Are they able to get airborne now?
It's almost moment to moment. We just had a press update. You know, as soon as they can get more, we're going to move back because this hose is going to hit us. As soon as they're able to get some time in which the winds die down, and we have seen that happen, they want to put aircraft in the air, obviously, but it is just so dangerous when you have gusts that, you know, overpower any craft that manages to get off the ground, and then you have to hit these hot spots, very individualized, localized fires that, again, you know, can obviously spread and sweep into something more. But when they're like this, it's nearly impossible, and the winds are just so erratic. Right now, again, they've died down. You know, when we first started speaking to you, it was almost hard to hear you because of how bad the winds were. There were times in which I'm standing in this neighborhood and I have to brace and lock down my legs in order not to blow over. Right now it's calm, but that could change at any moment. And this is something that is going to last at least the next 6, 7, 8 hours or so before these winds end. Just the wind event alone, Andrea, I mean, I'm not too far from here, maybe a few miles. You can hear, you know, items rattling. You hear the windows shaking. My wife at home, we had no power last night. We're burning candlelight. Just that alone and the wind damage that is in these neighborhoods is a story of itself. But to add the flames to this, to add the amount of fire, again, that firefighters are dealing with, you know, it's hard to think that people are living through this right now. Andrea?
No, Steve, and it's like covering a hurricane or a tornado, but in the middle of a wildfire at the same time. I'm so sorry. Thank you, and I hope you can get into a vehicle or out of there, the immediate area, and give your lungs some breaks.